I'm sure for everybody, life gets boring at some point. You know, it gets Monday and you do the same thing every day. There's things that happen, and you get to a point where it's like, man, this kind of sucks. I'm bored all the time. I need something to do. I want to get out of what I've been doing. For me, I was kind of doing the same thing. I was going to the gym every day. I had my job that I had for a while. I was in like a sales job. I didn't really like it, and that was basically my whole day. I would do that. I played games sometimes, and I realized I needed to change. I realized I needed to stop being so bored because I was like, man, I really don't enjoy my life. I want to make a change. I want to get to where I'm enjoying it more. And for me, all it is trying new things and doing things that are out of the ordinary for you. So what I did, I still go to the gym and everything, but I don't revolve my day around it. I started trying new hobbies. I started doing jujitsu. I started playing sports more like basketball, baseball, things like that. I started reading more. I never used to read. I started reading, and I enjoy reading now. I started doing YouTube, which is one of my favorite things that I picked up. I actually enjoy doing it, and it's fun. I build up new skills doing it, and also meeting new people. Those are the things that I tried doing that have really helped me, and I actually love doing now, and it's made my day a lot more fun, and makes life a lot more enjoyable for me. On top of those, I also started traveling more, and maybe not necessarily traveling like in long distance, but like I'll go places around me that I've never been to. I'll try new things like that, and it makes my life so much more fulfilling, so much more fun. That's basically what I'm gonna recommend to you right now. So if you're doing this thing, maybe don't go to the extreme that I did, because like with my job that I didn't like, I quit my job and just found something new. Something I actually enjoyed was, I mentioned I go to the gym all the time. I started being a personal trainer. I started doing personal training for a while, and I've been doing that for about a year now, and I still like that. So that's part of trying new things. If you don't like what you're doing, try to find something else. But you don't want to do it as extreme as me and quit like immediately and just start doing something else. You can be slower about it, or you can just kind of keep doing it. It's not like a make or break type of thing. But with the hobbies, you've probably been doing the same thing for years, if not your whole life. You probably play video games. That's like a big thing that everybody does for the most part. At least a lot of men. And I personally don't play anymore. I kind of disagree with the whole thing of it. It's a super negative part of what it was for my life, anyways. And I think it's just not good for people in general. But I'm not going to critique you if you do it. If you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. It's all you. But some hobbies that I really enjoy. It's a combat sport. For me, I did jiu-jitsu, and I love that. It gives me something to do every day, to look forward to whenever I want to go. And it's just like a skill that I consistently see improve, and it makes me feel good about it. So maybe pick up a combat sport. I would really recommend, especially if you're a man, because it's good to protect yourself. It's just a good skill to know. And on top of that, it's fun. So I really recommend doing a combat sport. And if you're not already in the gym, I recommend just going to the gym. That's also something that's like, you'll build up your strength, your physical appearance will be better, and you'll also just be stronger. Right? I said that already. Yeah, you'll be stronger, and it's a good feeling seeing yourself progress and seeing the change in your body, and just knowing that you have the discipline to keep going. You're the reason that your body has changed. It's a good feeling. So if you're not already in the gym, I recommend doing that. It's a good way to change up your life. And those are just some examples of hobbies. If you probably have something that you're thinking of, it's like, I've been wanting to try that, but I haven't tried it yet. And whatever that is, whatever came to mind, I recommend trying it. You might as well. There's no point in not trying it. So you got that. And I mentioned going to places around you that you've never been before. For me, I got with my buddies, and me and them try to go somewhere that we've never been at least once a week. And I highly recommend that. Highly recommend it. It's been very nice. I'll take some pictures there, memories, maybe post on Instagram. So I started using Instagram more, and I might post a picture there. And for me, it's like no more than an hour away. I'll drive like an hour, and if it's somewhere I've heard of from a friend, maybe I've seen it on Instagram or seen it on social media, I'll do that. I'll go there, and that involves like restaurants, new places, like beaches and lakes and shit, stuff like that. Just go on places you've never been, and you might go there and be like, "This place is awesome. I'm gonna start coming here more often. I give you something to go do, somewhere to meet people." And I mentioned meeting. I also mentioned making new friends and socializing more. Building up your social skills is super intimidating and awkward at first, but there's not anything in life that'll probably improve your quality of life that's over social skills. Whenever you have the ability to just talk to anybody, go up to anybody and talk to them, it's life-changing. Because you can make a friend out of nowhere. You could be in a different country, different state, and not have anybody to talk to, and go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, I'm not from around here, but you want to get something to eat, when you want to go hang out, so you hit the gym or something." Being able to do that, it's like I said, life-changing. Because you can go anywhere and still have fun, still have a good time, still meet people, build more relationships that you can have forever. Like, you might never see them again, but you can keep in contact with a phone. Like, we have phones on, you can talk to anybody anywhere. So having that skill, building it up, and just enjoying talking to people more and going out and going into places because you know that you have the ability to talk to people is amazing. So I really recommend trying to build up your social skills, meeting new people. I made it a practice to try to meet somebody new at least once a week, and it's changed my life. I really enjoy it. I probably made 3 lifelong friends already this year just from going places and talking to people. I can't recommend that more. I can't recommend it enough to anybody. And your old hobbies that you had, your old things that you were doing in your life that you currently do that are boring to you. Think about it this way. It's an analogy for you. Whenever you're chewing gum, what do you do when the gum loses its flavor? You either spit it out completely or you spit it out and put a new piece of gum in. Think of that as the analogy for your hobbies, your work life, or whatever it is, even relationships. If you don't like the relationship you're in, it's an old piece of gum, right? So it's time to put a new one in, find something new to do, find someone new to meet, find new places to go. For me, I have this big ideal in my head. I don't know if it's going to actually happen, but I really plan on doing it. I really hope I do go through with it. But at the end of the year, I'm going to travel the U.S. and just go state to state and just live in my car, live out my car, and find a way to make ends meet. But it'll be a crazy new experience for me, and I'll be able to see the world, see where I might want to live. I don't want to live here by my hometown. I don't want to live here. So I'll be able to see the world, and that's part of traveling for me. That's going to be something huge, and I'm really looking forward to. And again, like I said, I'm really extreme about it. This isn't something I'm recommending to you, but if it is something you'd be up for, I'm not going to stop you either. That'd be fucking awesome. If you can do that, imagine the stories you get, just all the things you can do. And also, I just now said stories. If you are living a boring life, what I do throughout my day, I literally think this as I'm going, like, what could I do to have a good story, to tell a story? Because in my head, getting more experience than everybody and having good stories to tell is like one of the biggest parts of life and one of the most exciting things. And whenever you have a good story to tell somebody, it keeps them engaged in you, and the conversations that you have with them are always better and improved. So if you have new stories you're always making, the next time you see somebody, they'll be like, oh, what's the new thing you experienced this time whenever I haven't seen you? And you always just have something to talk about. So I could be like at the track, and I'll see somebody, I'm gonna go talk to them, like, it'd be a good story to tell. Even if it's something that intimidates me, I'd be like, okay, I'm still gonna do it anyway, it's gonna be a good story. Or I get a life lesson out of it. Like, you never know what'll happen just from trying new things. And I always preach trying new things, getting new experiences, and that's a good way to keep your life exciting and not boring. Give you a reason to get out of bed. It's like, oh, what story can I go make today? So I really preach that. I recommend trying to do that. There's so many things in the world that you probably haven't experienced, and you kind of trap yourself in what you're already doing when there's no need to do that. It's probably just because it's routine, and it's like, okay, I always do it at this time, I'm gonna do it again. It's something like you just subconsciously do it. If you realize that you want to do more things, that you want to try new things, your mind's gonna convince you to go do it. So if you realize right now, like, okay, I'm kind of bored of my life, I'm kind of bored of things that I've been doing, sit down, take some time and realize, like, what you want to do. Think of some hobbies you could try, think of some places you could go that are near you that you've never been, think of some restaurants, and then whenever you're out and about, just start meeting new people. Maybe you make a new friend, and that friend does something that you've never done before, and he invites you to go, she invites you to go. So now you get to go do it with them, and in the process of making that new relationship, you might find something that you enjoy, or find a new place that they go to often that you've never been, and you enjoy going there. So you never know. Building your network is one of the biggest things to do to make your life more exciting, less mundane, less boring, because they'll take you to places you've never been before. And the more friends you have, the more relationships you have, the more you'll experience life just from tagging along with them. And you'll meet people through them. And you just get so much more from having friends around you that you actually enjoy being with and that you met. And just having better social skills because you can talk to anybody. But if you're interested in this kind of concept, we subscribe. I make videos on self-improvement, mental health, physical health, philosophy type stuff, kind of just life things in general. I've been really passionate about it lately, so if you are interested, please subscribe. Besides that, if you have any goals, go out and make that shit happen. See you in the next video.